Big shout out to our sponsors today, L'Oreal and Redken, for making it happen and keeping the lights on. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is going on out there in the hairdressing world? And let's bring that to the consumer. So I'm going to just ask you really, Jordan, have you got any bits that you feel you'd like to share with everybody?
For me, we're in October, so I would say
2018.
Yeah, the biggest event of the year happens in October, and that is Salon International, and that's one of my most favourite events of the year. And of course, you've got the tribute show. We have the show at the Royal Opera House,
alternative hair
show.
It is
So
almost like
it
is that calendar. I always know when we get to that October time, it comes really, really busy. Why is it so many hairdressing events are taking place in October?
I have a feeling they know, especially because it's Salon International, that everyone's kind of going to be in the area.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of just count their lucky stars that everyone's going to go to them.
Why do we get so excited about Salon International? What is it about Salon International that we love? Or don't love?
I'd say it's got something for everyone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So you have people showcasing barbering, showcasing afro hair, all types of hair, and also on different levels. So it's really nice for students to go and see, or even for potential employers.
Get excited about it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, and I know, look, I'm not the youthful face of this show. I get that, all right? But when I started out in hairdressing, the thing that actually got me drawn into the industry, yes, I'm one of the fourth member of my family that's gone into the industry.
Blimey.
But I had no interest in hairdressing. It was only when I went to Salon International way back in 1984. I think it was 1984. And I remember going with my flat top, and I remember sort of going there sort of reluctantly with my mum. And we kind of, honestly, yeah, I was still a school kid. Still a school kid at that time. And we went in there. And I was just like, all my experiences of hair had been my mum doing blow dries on old ladies, and sat there for like 45 minutes watching blow. And suddenly I went into Salon International, and it was like, it was mega.
Yeah.
Really, it was just like, whoa, and there was all these people on stages. And
Whole new world, isn't it?
it is a whole new world, and I think that is what's so important, and I hope that there are people that look in to this that maybe do consider a career in hairdressing. I think actually go to Salon International. How many times have you been there, Tegan?
I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 times every year that I've been in the industry. But I think what I love about that is that, because I mean, as a whole, you don't get to meet that many hairdressers, especially people from like smaller towns and stuff in the UK. And this is like your one opportunity to be surrounded by people in your industry. Like
you
everywhere.
are not kidding.
Yeah.
Monday,
it's
student day.
Because I think we all work so hard. And it's just might like seem quite mundane day to day doing the same thing, but when we go to something like that, we're like, wow, we're part of something. We're part of something really cool.
It's a cult,
actually.
really,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Are you
an
going to be on
open door
stage?
cult.
I
am.
Yeah.
Go on then. What are you going to be doing?
So I've just found out 2:30 on Sunday. I will be demonstrating some long hair looks from a latest collection on behalf of the fellowship. And
that's really good.
Amazing.
I'm going to be also on Sunday.
yes,
And I'm going to be on at 12:30 on the HJ Choose Hair stage. And then, clashing, I'm going to be on 2:30. I'm going to be doing a demo for Akito scissors. Just a little
Keto,
mullet.
John and Katie.
Yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they?
They are lovely people.
Yeah.
So some of you will probably be watching this after Salon International and these events. So maybe if you have watched it, been there, and give us your thoughts in that little comment bit
That's
below.
right,
I'd love to hear more how people get on with that and their experiences. And super exciting time. So what about you, Tegan? What's going down in your hair world at the moment?
So my hair world has kind of dramatically changed over the past few months. I moved salons. It was the first time I moved salons since I qualified, which we were talking earlier, which is I think it's quite a bit. It's a big deal. It's a big deal at your start of a career, and I think sometimes it's a bit of a necessity, because I think when you have kind of been brought up in a salon as a junior to kind of qualified, it's very hard to make that jump. It's very hard to make that move and feel like you're qualified, feel like you're...
It's so scary, isn't it? I think when you do make that jump, and it's like it is almost like learning to drive and then getting on the motorway. I think right now I've got to learn how to drive. And as we all probably know as hairdressers, that actually a big part of being a great hairdresser is actually how you deal and talk with clients and that whole relationship. So is it working out good?
Yeah, fantastic. I think like the past few months have kind of been like a it's like paving my way, but paving my future really. I think you really kind of realise what you're capable of doing when you do that. And I think just my old salon to my new salon, very different kind of mix of hairdressing. They come from very different paths. I think I feel like really kind of blessed to be able to kind of learn from both ends of the stick. I feel like I've just got a feel for so many different kind of aspects of hairdressing, so it's really good. I think the next few years are going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look,
I'm
I was
excited
saying
to
to
follow
Tegan earlier, weren't we, when we came into the academy, just about you know, how you become quite a face in yourself as that sort of social media sort of star. So great stuff. Now I'm just going to hop back over to my news because I just want to share it, because I just put it on my Facebook group, How to Cut It Community, and it was a topic about Instagram. All right, and I think you're going to be where I might be going with it. Right? And it's all about followers, and we know there are massive following numbers on this, right? And the reason so I put this post out there. You know, what do people think about followers? Are people buying followers? Are they buying likes? And as it is, as we probably all realise, there are lots of companies out there that are buying followers and likes. And I kind of felt a little bit deceived by it. And the reason being is that I was looking to interview somebody, and I checked them out, went into that, and I could actually see the people that were following them were clearly bots. Well, you're buying it. And so I don't know, what do you think about this? You know, why is it so important to have so many followers?
Badge of honour, kind of. I think something which is, it's quite sad actually. I think a lot of hairdressers at the moment have such a great anxiety around it. I feel like there's kind of an opinion that if you don't have loads of followers, you're not as successful as someone who does.
But why do we want to be successful?
Because
That's a good question.
I would say because in any industry, you always look up to the figureheads in the industry who have achieved what they've achieved, and you strive for the best, and that's a great human quality that we all have. And I think that's what drives us to keep learning, even when you're at the back end of your career. But as far as followers goes, I think it's just a societal norm.
Yeah.
Do you think though, is it because we've got brands that are maybe looking to want to get amazing names and hairdressers, I mean, like yourself, and both you, great followings, quite recognised faces now. Is that because maybe brands are thinking, look, we need to work with these people because they've got a huge following and it's going to, I mean, look, and we need the brands. So this isn't anything negative against the brands. I'm just thinking it's probably not helping the situation. And I just feel like, I don't know. And because if you're not got a massive following, then I kind of always feel that maybe makes me feel a bit underwhelmed. I'm not actually that successful in what
that's
I'm
why I find it that it's kind of I don't know, it's a lot of positive and negatives with it. The whole buying followers and stuff like that, I do think is quite deceitful. I think a lot of people have worked hard at it, but at the same time, I think that this whole Instagram thing is creating issues for a lot of hairdressers. They put their heart and soul into it, and just because they don't have a lot of followers, I feel like they're inadequate.
What about you, Jordana? Anything else that you want to just share with us going on in the hairy world of our world?
Yeah, well, with Instagram.
Just out there in hairdressing in general.
For me, I think Instagram, I see it in a really, really positive light because it gives opportunities to people that wouldn't have had it. Particularly for people who live outside of London and in pockets of areas that there aren't so many opportunities. It's a platform to really share and showcase, actually, I've got some real good competition out here. So that's my positive spin on it. And I think brands have now factored into their marketing that they need ambassadors.
Yeah.
But then they also need the type of ambassadors that are their digital influencer ambassadors. And you can see brands are now partnering with different types of people.
That's nice.
And I love that. And I really do.
But that is what, again, and I think to any sort of person that's looking at hairdressing, that these are the things that we should all be excited by, and we should be really embracing that because the brands are offering these opportunities. Because again, we all work on the floor as hairdressers, don't we? So we know the realities. It can be hard work. It's, but it's nice to know that there are other things. And like you started off in the news section, Jordana, by going to events and expos and having all these things. It's that other little bit of the industry which is just super exciting. And really, just to finish on the news section and on topic really of that Instagram, because knowing that we're going to have the Life of Hair, James Atkinson, coming onto the show, that we're going to be talking colour trends with him. but on Instagram as well, and I believe Sophia Hilton was very particular on this, was talking about the reality of what clients' expectations are, and what it takes to achieve amazing colours.
Yeah.
Like you, not me, but like your hair colour, right? and this is a problem. But again, and I know when I host it, I make it. It's all right. It's okay. I'm getting
We're gonna get you a wig made at the end of this.
Hey, it may just
Stay tuned.
happen. You never know. But in terms of like when a client comes into the shop, and I know when I've done this Weller panel chat show on Wednesday, we were talking exactly about client expectation and how clients have got no idea how long it can take to go from your sort of colour change to sort of like a tegan red.
Yeah. I do agree with you, but I would also say clients have never been more educated.
Yeah.
They know they're going through the orange stage to get to the ice blonde, white, platinum stage. However, they still want to push the boundaries, and they still want to understand or try and challenge you as a hairdresser to get there quicker and cheaper.
Instant gratification.
So I do think they're still educated, and they're more educated than ever before, but I just think they're just pushing us a little bit.
No, I agree, but I always think what is really difficult, and there's going to be guys there, look, you work in mega salons, which they are mega salons, they're cool salons, yours is edgy, it's cool, but there may be that salon that's just going to be sort of up there in, nothing against Burnley, but Burnley's coming to my mind. Burnley, north of England, by the way. Burnley's great. But if you're in that little local salon and managing those expectations, and the reality is it's very hard when you're just one, two sort of hairstylists on the floor, and you've got a client who's going to be in the salon for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that kind of the time that we should be expecting to achieve? And that's where I think it gets confused. How do we manage that booking time and charge accordingly? Because we know it costs a lot of money to get that done, but that salon in Burnley or just on the outer edges of London could be just saying, look, I can't afford to charge my clients £300, £400, £500, £600, and how do they manage that?
Yeah,
Different ways,
yeah, you kind of have to some of the time do like customized prices and stuff like that, because sometimes people don't want to pay that, and like you've spent hours and hours on it, but it's just not practical to charge.
Yeah, no, I guess so. I think it's certainly for us all to think about maybe, again, food for thought.